Several weeks ago, as the public would be aware, the employees down at Masonry Product took strike action because we were trying to negotiate new collective bargaining agreements for the period 2020 to 23 and 2024 to 26. We have not been successful in negotiating the terms that we think are most reasonable and just, and so the employees eventually took industrial action. We resume industrial action, the parties again having failed to arrive at settlement. We resume industrial action on Monday, and by 11:39 on Monday, a notice from the industrial court was served on us that the employer referred the matter to the industrial court. And in terms of what the law is, once the matter has been referred to the industrial court, we had to end the strike action until such time the court determines the matter. Now, that being Monday, on Tuesday, we received notification from the industrial court that they are having an urgent case management hearing on Friday of this week. But within moments of receiving that notice, we also became aware that the employer withdrew the matter from the industrial court on Tuesday morning also. And so having withdrawn the matter from the industrial court, it means that the employees still have the right to continue in industrial action, which is what we have continued this morning. We haven't heard anything from management as yet, so we are still here on the strike line, and we intend to stay on the strike line until such time we decide to take other matters.
Mr. Jim, how much money are we talking about in terms of salary increases?
Now, for the 2020-23 period, management had proposed, look, let's try to settle the matter and move on in 2024. And what they proposed to resolve the matter was a one-time retroactive payment of $2,000. Our response was that, look, we are prepared to look at your $2,000. However, there will have to be some salary adjustments. And our initial position was that we were looking for $150 salary adjustment covering the 3 years. We have since come down to $25 per year, which is $75 over the 3-year period. Now, just to give the public some concept here. When you talk about $25 a year for the life of the contract for the 2020-23 period, that works out to be approximately 48 cents per week per employee. And we are saying that that can be any amount that will put Masonry Products into any serious financial hardship. Now, coming forward to the 24-26 period, we were initially asking the company for 15%, 5% for each year. We have since reduced our claim to 3.5% per year, which we think is more than reasonable in keeping with what is going on within the economy. The company moved their position from 2.5 to 2.75, and we are saying that is still unacceptable. Taking into account the period of the contract is 2024 to 2026. So we still have the whole of 2025 and the whole of 2026 to go within the life of the 2024 to 26 contract. And we are saying 2.75% is just not, it doesn't cut it. Our membership has been out of salary increases for a number of years, a whole number of years. If we go back to what the cost of living and inflation is over those 6 years from 2020, before 2020, but from 2020 to now, we are talking about, I believe in 2020, the inflation rate was around 7.35%. We are asking for 3.5%. for the life of the contract. Now, I think any reasonable person out there would say 3.5% cannot cover the expenses that the workers would have had to suffer over the years in terms of inflation and other things. And so what we are asking for will not put us in the positive, but it will help to bring us closer to the positive. In other words, cost of living far outweigh the 3.5% that we have asked for the 24 to 26 periods. And what we have asked for in reference to the salary adjustment of $25 a year, well, if that is going to put Antigua Masonry Products in some severe hardship or collapse the business, then it seems to me that the business is on the verge of collapse. And we don't think that is the case. We are simply asking for a fair share for the workers. We don't want to fight with no management. We don't want to fight with Antigua Masonry Product. We want Antigua Masonry Product to continue to do well and even better. However, it cannot be on the backs of the workers. The workers have to survive too. They have to survive too. And while the company has a way of recouping increased expenses, the workers don't have that benefit. They have to pay the prices when they go to the supermarkets and wherever else they have to go. So we are just looking what we consider to be a fair way out, because the workers also have a life to live, and we don't want them to just get by. They have to get ahead. That's our position.
Mr. James, how long do you foresee this matter going on?
Well, it goes on as long as the company decides that they're not going to respond any further to the matter, or until such time a decision is taken to have the matter addressed before the court.